But my gosh, setting stuff on fire here, not good. Smoke is even coming out headstock tube. What on earth? Damn. Well, I think we might just have enough weld on these for the moment. It's all pretty uneven, but I think I probably need to try and square this up, level each side up. Because this is only a preliminary thing really to get them a bit more level. And what I want to do, if I put a level on here, just to swing it on, something like that. It's close. And then if I put that level up here, which won't stay anywhere near flat at the minute, but yeah, that's actually not a million miles away, left to right. And I just need to try and get this side and this side ground down so that they're kind of the same across here. Looks like I've built too much up on that one. And maybe I'll aim to get them parallel, oh, I don't know, to that bit of the lug, maybe. Right, grinding time. that is really sloping in. Doesn't look too bad, but it is high on this edge. Don't have to be perfect, but I want them to be close, that side and that side. Same height and same. This is looking a little bit better. These two sides are looking, well, kind of flat and level. And if we put level on the swinging arm again, that's not far off there. And if we pull this up, put it up there. Yeah, that's a little bit off. That's too high. Yeah, on the right hand side. There. We need a bit more for that. And I think I'm gonna start using a file. It's quite hard to keep things flat and level using an angle grinder, so resort to an old-fashioned file. And I'm probably going to curse the fact that I haven't got any decent ones. But we'll see. Yeah, these files are a bit rubbish. Let's see if this is any better. A bit sharper but finer. Well, what I might be doing here is using the file to show up the high spots. There's definitely something showing up there and there. Where are we? There you go. High spots there taken off with the file, and on that side, piece in the middle. I might just do a little bit more with the grinder on those two areas and then go back to the file, and yeah, probably keep switching backwards and forwards between the two until we get them both flat and level with each other. Yeah, that's not really very good. Tends to round things off, so I think I will have to persist with the file. I've got a dish there now. Okay. Let's check the level. Right, this is pretty good now, I think. That's on the swinging arm, and that up there. It's pretty much the same. We've got a low area on this side of this face, but we're down to the edge of the pin that I put in, so I don't want to be taking any more of this off. This is all quite nice, and considering how that was built up, just lay it up with a MIG. There's two tiny little pinholes in there, but otherwise that looks really, really nice, like good solid metal, which I guess it should be, but yeah, kind of half expected it to be full of pinholes, but no, it's not bad at all. So I think this is a good point. That gives me something flat, both sides level, that I can put these lugs on now. So I will smooth this all off around the edges, this one as well, and just here's all a bit blobby, which all needs smoothing off. And once we've got that all squared off and looking nice, then we'll think about putting the lugs on. I don't think I've built it up too much yet, I hope not, because this flat surface is where the swinging arm stops against. So yeah, we're trying to build it up to this line here, and if it's already too high we'll have to file it back down again, and if it's not high enough we'll have to build it up a bit more. Either way, it's not the end of the world, and the main thing is that this should be level on both sides, and then we can add this bit on. Well, that 1/2 inch drill, it's not drilled a 1/2 inch hole, or it's not quite round, so we'll put a reamer through it. It's not going to take much, just a hand reamer. I should be able to just wind this through. Wow, that's quite a tight fit. Poop. Oh no, that's okay. Actually, no, it isn't. Yeah, that's okay. That'll work. It's only a flipping centre stand pivot, so that's fine. That's a bit too good for a centre stand pivot, but that's, yeah, that's good. Right. So these are just crappy old black hot rolled mild steel. So I'm just going to clean the surface off. That'll do. Just wanted these surfaces done. The rest of it's going to be cut down anyway, so the ends are going to be cut away. Right, these holes in these plates, spot on exactly the same distance from the end faces here. So when we come to put weld these bits on the frame, they should end up being dead level. Right, what I've got to do now is get this located in the right position that way, and that way. I think what I'm going to do is, going by the photograph of another frame, it looks like that pivot and this is a footrest mounting bolt, should be kind of in line with the frame tube. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Just run a rule up here, I think, and just eye up so that it's lined up with the tube and that's lined up with that one. And then there's the question about getting it lined up sideways, because the frame is not symmetrical. That is shorter than that side. You often find this with motorcycles, they're not symmetrical. Where's the... Let's take this off for a moment. we can see this leg of the swinging arm is straight, and this one is kinked out. Because this is the drive side, so there's a chain got to come down here back to the rear wheel. So they kick the swinging arm, the frame of the swinging arm out a bit on that side. Why this is different, I do not know. Unless it's to do with the way the engine is fitted in the frame or something, and yeah, no idea. But yeah, it is. So therefore, and also noticed on the leg of, or the legs of the stand itself, this is worn only on half of the width of this. This is the stop area. This side, what does this do? This side stops it as it's down, and on here it stops it when it's up. But yeah, this has clearly only been stopping on that part. So that suggests to me that let's prop this back up again. I've got to build this up once these plates are actually on. And there's got to be a step here. We've got to build this up. I've got to have space for a weld in here anyway. And then that's going to have to be squared off to provide the face for this to stop that way and stop this way. But yeah, the wear on here looks like this shoulder is not going to actually be very wide. Whereas on this side, I think we can pretty much have this the full width here. And this is still not going to be in the middle, still not going to be central. That is still going to be closer to the middle than that side. Ah, what the heck, it is what it is. And I suppose at the end of the day it doesn't really matter, as long as it does what it's meant to do, which is support the bike when it's stationary. This is obviously shaped to clear the rear tyre when the stand's up, so you'd think that would be in the middle of the bike. Judging where the middle is, with the fact that the swinging arm is not symmetrical. That loop down there, which is a seat frame, that's not symmetrical either. So the whole thing is kind of wonky, and we're just going to have to guesstimate where it goes, I think. Right, just put some chamfers on some of these pieces. Chamfering along there on the frame bracket and on the underside of this. A bit hard to see it, but I've chamfered under there as well, and done the same on the other side. Bit of a chamfer there, and chamfered along this edge of the bracket that we're going to weld on. Well, that's just a couple of tacks, one each side, little one under here, little one under there. Is that in the right place? Huh. Don't know. Get that off of there. Does that look in the middle? It doesn't. It looks like it's over that side. I think that's going to be okay. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Does it really matter? It's only a case really of whether this is in the middle for when it comes down and it's got to clear the rear tyre. Maybe there's shed loads of clearance here anyway. I have no idea. You can't go by these foot peg brackets either, because they are offset like everything else. This one comes out, and that looks like that's kind of halfway across. This one is well inside of here, but that is set over anyway. Oh my gosh, what do we do? I think we've got to go with it. It is what it is. If I wanted to move that over, really mean moving this side forward, but it looks in the right place pretty much. That looks pretty much straight up and down to me. And if we put it on the other side, pretty much the same, I would say. If anything, I would say this side is already further forward than this side. Oh heck, let's weld it up. Well, I think these are on here. Welded on pretty good, I think. Good enough for this, anyway. What we've got to do now is cut them into shape, and I'm going to do that just with a cut-off disc on an angle grinder. Let's do some marking out first. Right, let's see how this all goes together. Looking okay to me. We need the lock nuts on here. And if they'll hold just finger tight. Looks okay. Good, good, good. And what I spent a little bit of time fiddling with was to get these stops the same on each side. I think that's about it. Oh, can we see the bottom one? No, not really, but yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay. All we need to do now is sort out the spring, and then it can all come apart again to be painted.